Thank you for plugging into this Family Life News podcast, streaming issues-driven, family-focused news.
Hi, I'm Tracy Lynn, and this is our summer-long staycation destination series. Every Friday during the Noon Report, we'll spotlight a staycation destination that's not far from home and won't break the bank. This week, we're taking you to the Jimmy Stewart Museum in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
My name is Janie McKirgan. I'm the Executive Director of the Jimmy Stewart Museum in Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Quite a few of our younger listeners may not know who Jimmy Stewart was. Would you tell us a little bit about this special man?
Sure. Jimmy Stewart was an incredible actor in his time. He made over 80 films, and most people know him from It's a Wonderful Life, which a lot of people watch every holiday season, which is a classic film.
Get me back to my wife and kids! Help me, Clarence, please.
But he's got some other great films, like he did 4 Alfred Hitchcock movies like Rear Window, a movie Harvey that a lot of people know. He also did a lot of original movies, like the original You've Got Mail with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. He made the movie The Shop Around the Corner.
I didn't know you cared for high literature.
There are many things you don't know about me, Mr. Crowley.
Did a lot of westerns, actually did a cartoon, Five Old Heads West. So he has a really wide variety of movies, but he was also a really good man. He was a World War II hero, flew 20 dangerous combat missions, and was one of the most highly decorated celebrities to ever fight for his country. So there's a lot of fascinating backdrop to this man, more than just being an actor.
Yeah, I love that there's this wonderful character as well as the celebrity aspect.
Absolutely.
You already mentioned that the museum is a great place for movie buffs. Is there anything else you'd like to share about the movies he's been a part of?
We have a lot of stuff in the museum. We have a whole Indiana gallery, which is all about his childhood and his upbringing and him going to Princeton and his dad's hardware store, which has some great stories about his Oscar being in the front window that he won for Philadelphia story. We've got a whole gallery about his World War II service. We've got the Chasen's booth he used to sit with as his family in California. It was part of a restaurant, and the only two that are on display is the Stewart booth and Ronald Reagan's booth in the Reagan Presidential Library. We've got his California office, his boyhood bedroom with his bed. Right now, we have rotating exhibits. Of course, at Christmas, we have a huge It's a Wonderful Life display, but right now, we're lucky enough to have a Grace Kelly exhibit because he starred with her in Rear Window.
A murderer would never parade his crime in front of an open window.
Why not?
So there is costumes and outfits and all sorts of memorabilia from her childhood, and then when she was Princess Grace of Monaco. And then we've got a theater, 50-seat theater, that we can show biographies and matinees.
I was ready to tell you that a certain man in my state, a Mr. James Taylor, wanted to put through this dam for his own profit.
And then all the way around the 50-seat theater is all about his movies and his awards, his acting awards at the end of that.
Janie, tell us a little bit about the It's a Wonderful Life special event.
Absolutely. Our biggest event is the weekend before Thanksgiving, where we have our It's a Wonderful Life Festival. And that's when we have our huge parade on Friday night. Our whole street is also lined up with holiday lights. We have a 34-foot Christmas tree in the middle of town. At the museum, we show the documentary, The Making of It's a Wonderful Life, a GE Theater, A Trail to Christmas with Jimmy Stewart, Ronald Reagan. And then we show It's a Wonderful Life all weekend, along with our whole display about the movie and behind-the-scenes facts. We have 10 to 12 Christmas trees that are all decorated per different Jimmy Stewart movies or his life. So the museum is really, really magical at the holidays. And our town is really a vibrant town. It's very much like Bedford Falls. Got a lot of great boutiques and stores and restaurants and craft breweries. So it's a really great place to come and stay. And there'll be other activities going on the rest of the weekend where you can make an It's a Wonderful Life candle or pottery or go have Christmas tea with George Bailey, a Jimmy Stewart impersonator. There's other special dinners and events going on that we're in the process of planning. But it's going to be a great weekend. And then the rest through the holidays, everything that's at the museum continues through the end of the year. And we show the movie, have the display, and then other stores and downtown will be running specials and things like that.
Excellent. So much fun. Where can folks listening learn more no matter what time of the year? Where can they go to get caught up on the latest happenings?
Absolutely. You can either follow us on Facebook or Instagram at the Jimmy Stewart Museum. Museum official page, or you could go onto our website at www.jimmy.org, and that has his biography, all the movies he made, what matinees are showing, what special events or special exhibits are showing. So we always have the latest update there, and we have an online store. So if you can't make it in person, we've got all sorts of great ideas for Christmas presents, ornaments, books, shirts, DVDs, what have you. Our website is a great place to go, as well as following us on social media.
Great. And one more question, Jamie. What does it cost to come check everything out here at the museum?
Sure. Our admission is $10. It's $9 for seniors or military. It's $8 for kids up to 17. I think 3 and younger, 4 and younger are free. And that includes your entry into the museum, and also if you watch a biography or if you stay for the matinee, that's all included in your price of admission.
Great. And how long do you think people should allow to kind of take it all in?
We have a lot of text, a lot of stories, a lot of background stuff. So if you're a big reader, it could be 2 to 2.5 hours, or if you stay for the movie, it could be longer. If you're breezing through the museum, it could be as little as an hour. But we have a lot of memorabilia that Jimmy Stewart personally picked out and donated to the museum, and there's a lot to see. And people are always surprised at how much we have and thought, I wish I would have delegated some more time to see the museum.
We hope you've enjoyed coming along on our staycation destination. You can hear all the podcasts online. Join us next week as we visit a spot in New York State.